You know the best part of this podcast, though, other than walking out when you guys are out of here, is where you answer visitors' questions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Here it goes. We've got 2 visitor centers. People call us. They text us. They walk into Scano Hotel, our new location. They go on our DMs.
All the time.
They call the Chamber of Commerce, and Mark says...
into your
They
DMs?
slide into our
All the
DMs.
time.
They call the Chamber of Commerce, and Mark is so kind to say, you actually wanted the Visitors Bureau.
Yep.
And
707-996-1090. Call them.
you are really good, Mark.
Yeah.
Well
that's 'cause I
done.
refer every tricky customer I get to you guys.
Nice. That's why we get them all.
I'm like, yes, I would like to be part of an MLM. Thank you. So you're going to help us in a segment we call We Get Questions. Ready? You haven't seen these?
Ready.
Here we
Let's
go.
do it.
That was a big inhale. Okay, here we go. We want to bring a group of corporate professionals to Sonoma Valley for a 3-day meeting in November. We don't want to just sit in a conference room. What else can we do?
So we're looking for activities, or there places to have a corporate retreat? That
I
are
would
not
assume
in
kind
like
of
a
both.
boring- Okay.
But I like that's a good point.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Let's think. Well, obviously, there's lots of spaces for conference room type activities.
Right.
I was just up at Landmark Vineyards about a week ago, and they have a really beautiful meeting space in the back that can have about 30 people overlooking vineyards. Really cool historic property there that was originally owned. You mentioned John Deere tractors earlier. It was owned by the Deere family when it was originally founded. So that's a good spot right in the heart of Kenwood.
Good
Go
spot.
over and grab some food at Palooza afterwards.
Yeah.
Maybe check out some other wineries there, Von Duffy and Tyke.
The Hamilton guys right there, yeah.
And then the newest dining sensation in the valley is right there too. The
Stella.
Stella. Yeah.
Stella!
So good.
That's good pasta.
I haven't been there in a while. Have they updated the burrata menu? Are there different
Yes,
things that are
there are
mixed? Is there a pumpkin spice burrata?
Oh my
not.
gosh. No, I'm going to ask him.
I was there a couple weeks ago, and they had figs, so they were doing
Really?
very seasonal.
Oh, yeah, I got figs in the
things. It
backyard
was
right now.
Delicious.
I specifically told Ari he can come back on this podcast if he brought all the pastas. But now I'm going to also say bring all the burratas.
There you
It'll
go.
be good.
Yeah. good call.
Sonoma
Yeah,
Valley
Landmark-
Inn is another great place for
yeah.
a conference.
That's true.
And I like that because it's so in the middle of downtown that
Right.
people can walk around and they don't have to get in their car and drive.
That's true.
And also, if you're having a conference there, people will drop off bikes to you, like our friend
Hunt. Yeah.
Yes, they'll drop off bikes, and then you guys can get on bikes and take a little, because nobody wants to sit in a conference room all day,
Right.
like
It's
you
true.
said.
Yeah.
So if you can hop on a bike, you can just get on the bike path
Right.
and go up and down.
go
and
explore stuff.
There's so many cool things to see.
I like that.
If you want another idea for a corporate meeting space that also involves wheels, but wheels that maybe spin a little bit faster,
What is it?
Turn 11.
Turn 11.
Sonoma Raceway. They have a beautiful conference facility that can hold like 1,000 people.
Yeah.
That's
The
really
indoor
nice.
outdoor space.
Indoor outdoor.
Door opens up.
And if you want, you can arrange to have hot laps be part of it. So you
Let's
and
do
your corporate people can take a break from the meeting. You walk down to the track, and a professional driver whips
Right.
you around a couple of times.
With like 12 hairpin turns. Have you done a hot laps, Michelle?
I love driving fast.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, it's super fun.
You've done the hot laps. Okay, it's fun.
There, but yeah.
It's fun-ish.
I went and did it one time, and so
It's
know,
really
you're like
fun.
waiting
You don't
in
want
line,
to eat
right?
any of this.
No, that's what I'm trying to
before
say.
that.
Like, that's exactly what I'm trying to get at. Yeah.
So when I'm waiting in line, everybody's getting into these cars, and there's all these like strapping young men driving the cars, right? And then it gets to be my turn, and the guy that pulls up is this old guy, and I'm like, oh man, I got the dud. Like we're gonna be going all slow, right?
He's like, get in,
and
Sonny.
then he starts pulling on these like beautiful Italian leather race gloves, and I was like, oh, I think I underestimated this guy. And sure enough, he hits the gas, my neck snaps back, and we're passing everybody else because this guy knows his way.
he
Every
knows it.
angle, every turn,
Yes.
he's got it just dialed down, and it was incredible.
Do you
Then
remember?
you get everybody's heart racing, and then you can go back to the conference.
you're all pumped
room.
up.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're
Excited.
pumped up.
Place. Yeah.
Yeah. And there are other Audis or Camrys, depending on.
They
I
have
think
Porsche too.
They've got all kinds of
Okay,
different things.
wow.
Yeah, there's things happening at that track. Different cars, different types of
Yeah.
cars. 300 days a year.
Yeah.
Really, it's only a couple of breaks
Yeah.
when weather's bad and when they're prepping for the big
For the big-
races. So
big races.
next year, NASCAR is going to be, I believe, end of June,
that
and
what we
then the NHRA will be its standard mid to late July.
July.
Yeah.
Okay, those big events there. Okay, good. Those are good answers.
Yeah.
You guys are good at this. Hey, here's a question. Outside of wine tasting, what else can you do at a winery or vineyard?
Well, Bartholomew Park, you can go horseback riding. They have amazing hiking trails. They have picnics. They have wildflowers. They have history. It's basically a museum in there where people were born and whatnot. But they've got like great art.
Okay.
And there's tons of really cool art, like imagery I saw on their Instagram that they're redoing all of their gallery space, which
Oh, they are.
if you haven't been to Imagery, they have a lot of gallery.
They do.
A lot of art. And then Dunham Estates, of course. I love going there in October because that big creepy spider is really
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
But they have their art is just world class.
incredible.
It is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have it's a lot of large scale outdoor art installations and iconic pieces. I mean, there's Warhol, and there's
Yes.
really just incredible, priceless works of art. And then outside, there's the bowl on Wall Street. That the bowl. There's the other one. There's two of those statues in the world. One is on Wall Street, and the other one is.
I did not know it was there.
Yeah, it's really cool. There's also another one that I think that there's two of, and it's a gun with the barrel tied in a knot, and that the artist created after John Lennon got shot.
Yep.
So some really cool kind of iconic,
that's world-class
well-known
art
pieces
out there.
of art.
Yeah, that is really good art.
Yeah.
That's so it's actually there are hundreds of places literally to taste wine.
Yep.
But there's also, if you are going and you're not tasting wine or you want to do other things, picnics, walks, dogs.
And I'm seeing lots of our wineries now that have non-alcoholic options, that have like sparkling things and other wines that are crafted. And 10 years ago, all of the non-alcoholic wines were kind of crummy, and now they're
getting better.
them pretty good. Yeah.
I saw on a menu that they had like for designated drivers. So if you're the designated driver, you don't want to be sitting here with your glass of water. So they have a sparkling something,
that's kind of fun.
non-alcoholic. So everyone, they can feel like they're more part of it.
Okay, I like that. There's also, I was going to say, Annaba and a couple other places have pickleball.
Yeah.
So if you
Pickleball
want to play
is the
pickleball,
rage right now.
it is big.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you a player?
No, but I want to. I think it looks
Really?
Yeah.
Mark?
I've played, yeah.
Yeah. Look at Mark's like,
I actually have a paddle.
Do
I
you?
was playing kind of regularly, like a couple of years ago, and then I just stopped.
I did not know that. Okay. Well,
It's pretty fun.
maybe we could do that.
Boy, it gets you are tired when you're playing that.
Yeah.
It is all the stoppy-starty stuff.
Well, also by law, don't you just be over 45 before you start?
I think so, yeah.
that's the way it is. Here's one we got via text. It was kind of interesting. Are the leaves changing colors in Occidental yet?
No, you don't want to go to Occidental. Come to Sonoma Valley. The leaves are turning here. They're much more beautiful.
I did get that question like a week ago. The question was, what day will the leaves be changing
Yeah.
in Sonoma?
Did you look at I sent
used
you an
to get-
Outlook invite.
I used to work in San Juan Capistrano.
Oh, yeah.
And there is Swallows Day is
Yeah.
the 19th.
St. Joseph's.
Yeah, 19th of March. We would get calls from people asking what time the swallows arrive.
Yeah.
As if like a bus drops them off at a certain time.
It's like, well, they just left O'Hare, and if the swallows leave at this time,
So
I always tell people a good way to look, a good way to know when the colors are really going to be happening is go to our Instagram and scroll backwards. So go back to, and it only takes you seconds. You can
Right.
go back, and then you're like, oh, November. Then you see around Thanksgiving that they're rocking.
that's what's going on.
So before that, you're like, oh, now I'm in beginning of November, and they're
Right.
definitely changing, but not quite as much.
Right.
And then October, they're like starting to change. So if you go backwards on our Instagram, it's a really great way to see the timeline
smart.
of how the leaves change.
Sonoma Valley gets pumpkin spice in in some kind of
November really
late
is like
October.
crazy colors.
And really, I do want to just stress how magical of a time it is to come and visit.
It is.
Obviously, we get a lot of visitors listening to this podcast. And if you're thinking of coming at that time of year, harvest is kind of just wrapping up about that time of year. And the vineyards are just spectacular.
They're
There's a lot of times you get, the kind of dewy mornings. There's grass kind of growing. And then the leaves are starting to turn. So it's just really pretty, jewelly.
is.
They call it
There's
the
yellows.
quilt, 'cause
and
every square is different. Different grapes change at different times. So
Yeah.
this one's purple, and then this one's orange. And on that note, last year I went on a hot air balloon ride in autumn, and it was jaw-dropping.
Really?
When you get above the leaves in November and you can see all the colors.
that must look really cool.
Amazing.
Sonoma ballooning does
Sonoma
that here.
ballooning, yes. And you do little champagne. Have you
That's-
done that? You have to do that. It's
it's
really
been a long
fun.
time. I've done it before, and it was really amazing.
Yeah.
I really thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I do want to mention that they did ask in Occidental, which is actually redwoods,
Yeah.
which don't change colors.
There's some trees in Occidental.
that are non-redwoods. Maybe they're underneath the redwoods, but you're right. There's like some bays and stuff like
So
oaks.
don't go there. Come here. We have lots of pretty
Occidental's
trees.
lovely.
It is.
It's lovely.
Union Hotel. That's a
Oh,
good
I'm not
time.
getting an angry letter from the Occidental Merchants Association, but you're right. Their leaves won't change as much because they don't have as many vineyards that are out there. Otherwise, there
There are some really good Pinot and Chardonnay vineyards. out
absolutely.
there.
Weimar Torres is out there, and a whole bunch of ones out there. But you're right. But
So, and it is a special place. Have you been to Union Hotel? Right, of
course.
That's a iconic Sonoma County landmark.
some ravioli.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. Here's a question we got. This is a hard one. What can we do at night in Sonoma Valley?
You can
It's
go to
over
the
at 6
Beacon.
It's like it's done. What's the Beacon?
The Beacon is my favorite place to go at night.
Right.
It is above Todd Family Outpost.
yep.
It is a kind of a sneaky little speakeasy door. If you
Yep.
start heading around the corner, you'll see a little sandwich board out, and you'll see Martin Gobet
Martin's
probably
right there.
standing in there.
Yeah.
And then he will maybe allow you to go upstairs or not.
Oh.
But if you're nice, he'll let you go upstairs. And it's this very kind of moody,
Yeah.
cool room. They play great music.
Yep.
They have great cocktails,
cocktails.
and nibbles. And I think it's the best cocktails. And
It's really good.
definitely some of the best cocktails in Sonoma.
It's
And
fantastic.
it's great because you can go before or after, and they're open late.
Okay.
So if you go to dinner somewhere early and maybe you want to have a nightcap, that's
the
my
Beacon.
favorite place to go.
Good call.
We are starting to see some of the tasting rooms. They're figuring out that their
Right.
customers are coming a little bit later.
They don't
these days.
disappear at 6 p.m.
So some of them
Right.
are staying open later. So I know that Moon Hollow is one.
Yep.
Roche is one.
Yep. Capo.
Obsidian stays open, and then
Capo,
Capo is the
The reigning champion
They're
of
like
the
open
night.
until 10.
Oh, they
I
are.
know, it's
They're
like-
just getting warmed up at like 9:30. They're
Well, and it's
Studio
packed.
54
I drove
one.
past the other night after
Yeah.
a movie, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Where? Who? Like the whole place was full."
Yeah.
And did you know about the secret room in that place? There's a secret
In the room in
back
the back? Yeah.
room.
Okay.
So if you go to Capo and you have a taste, and maybe you have like less than 8 people in your party, I
Right.
think there's 5 or 6 chairs back there. There's leather club chairs. There's a
Oh, that's
little
cool.
back room.
Okay.
So you can go sit back there, and there's TVs.
Okay.
So I went back there with some friends. They let us have that room, and then they showed us behind that room.
There's
is
a secret back room?
Secret back room. Which
That's a good
is
space for a meeting if you have like a
great
group
space
of
for a
10 or
meeting.
less. Yeah.
I think it probably fits. I bet that table probably fits 20 people. It's a big, long dining.
I know which room
table,
you're talking about 'cause it
and
actually
there's
opens to the
TVs.
courtyard.
It's in the courtyard. Yeah. So there's a secret room, and then there's a secret room.
The double secret room.
Yeah. But those leather club chairs in the secret room are swanky,
nice.
and they swivel, and it's very comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I was also going to say if you're not going to go out to a bar or to a winery, Sonoma Arts Live has shows. Sebastiani Theater has music and all sorts of stuff to see and do. So there are things to do at night. We're not known
Quirky's
for
always has something.
there's trivia,
Yep.
karaoke, and stuff like that. So there
Sonoma
are
Springs has a bunch of trivia things and games and stuff
Yeah.
that are happening all the time.
so you have stuff to do there.
Yeah.
Hot Monk is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
Good
live
music at Hot Monk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do stuff there. So good. There is stuff to do. And further up the valley, there are stuff, but we are kind of agricultural.
Yeah.
And at night, we do have to paint the leaves red when the leaves start to change. So that's when we do it at night. So it's kind of busy. Great question. We got someone walked in and they were serious. And so we had to seriously answer this one. Can I smoke cannabis when I go wine tasting?
Discreet about it. You can.
Haven't they ever heard of gummies? And we were earlier talking about perhaps the
Pumpkin spice gummies,
gummy.
which I think Mark tried to figure out if they sell.
Did the Eric, the owner of our great local dispensary, Spark, was going to check into that, and
Okay.
I have not yet heard back from him, unfortunately. But we're
My money is on the fact that there are pumpkin spice lot.
I'm willing to bet they could just stick a gummy inside one of these Twinkies.
Probably shaped like a pumpkin.
Yeah, they probably are.
Yeah.
But the quick answer we gave this person, of course,
You direct
cannabis.
to the fountain courtyard at the plaza.
That's our fine gentleman down
To
here.
the smoking section.
Technically, yeah, you can't smoke in a lot of private places or public.
You can't smoke anything.
Yeah, no smoking.
Right.
Yeah, no
Like
smoking.
you can't smoke tobacco, cannabis, mushrooms, dried up banana slugs. None of those things.
Yeah.
And when you're wine tasting, it's like the same thing. You shouldn't wear all the Drakkar like I normally wear.
Yeah.
You know, because it can affect the flavors
Yeah.
of the wine and sort of like the candle you were talking about there. So
Yeah.
you normally don't want a lot of strong flavors competing with your wine.
Yeah.
So it would be rude to start smoking anything in a wine tasting room.
There
That
you go.
being said,
Probably illegal too, right? Like,
I don't know if it's
I believe that the cannabis laws allow you to,
Oh, you can't buy it in there.
Well, but I don't think you're
think you
supposed to
can
just roam
just
around
smoke it
smoking it
anywhere.
in public
Really?
at business.
Okay.
I think you're supposed to do it in your house or something.
Yeah. So, but at home, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Do whatever you want. It's as long as it's your home, I guess. Don't go break into somebody else's home. They said a home.
Emphasis
Yeah.
on your home.
We'll have to get Eric online because I have got questions about that too. They're like, if it's legal, then it's legal, right? In Colorado, you actually can smoke a joint walking down the street in a park, sitting in a park.
Right. I think here you can do that. Just same with a cigarette, as long as you're not annoying people.
Yeah.
But it's like you wouldn't go and have a nice Pinot Noir and then a cigar.
Go to the fountain.
We don't actually encourage the fountain as it is a
But everybody knows
it is
that.
a de facto cannabis smoking area on the plaza, but it is not the official.
I was walking through the other
allowed.
day and a lady said, I smell a skunk here every time I walk by.
There's a family of skunks. that
There's
lives
a
in there.
family, and I was like, yeah.
There's another one that
the
lives in the alley by
family of
Steiner's and
skunks.
behind Town Square. There's another.
Yeah,
Yep.
the fountain guys are always very nice, though. They're
Yeah,
always
they
waving
are.
at me. We talk bikes all the time.
So there's a family of skunks that live
The
by the
family.
fountain.
A related story.
They're all in there. So yeah,
smell.
the official answer is that you should not light up a joint while you are at a fancy wine tasting. But I'm sure ask around. Yeah, local laws may change.
But if that somehow makes you buy more wine, then light
parking
up and
lot.
let's do it.
Yeah.
The club director is like, "Can I offer you something? And can I see your credit card?"